Our predictions. Our predictions. Your superstar of the year. What do you think will win that one?
Evan Bourne. Even though he's been out for 4 months, but an injury, he's still a pretty good wrestler. Wrestling under Matt Sydal and Evan Bourne. He originally, when he debuted in WWE, wasn't actually a television debut, or it was, but it was like a long time before that. But he's known as Matt. I think it's Evan Sydal or Matt Sydal. But he's now, it's not his real name, but Evan Bourne is his character now. And he's a pretty good wrestler. I just say WWE should get back off the role of an injury, don't want to injure people. Because Evan Bourne has Matt Sydal and can physically do great things. They just know about him.
Yes, that is true right there. My next to say is John Cena, not just because he's the face of the WWE or anything, but
he won last year too.
Yeah, I know he did. I've seen that from every pay-per-view to pay-per-view, because I don't order these pay-per-views, I just know what happens on the results. But as he comes to the show every night, because he's usually the main event, he actually has a different usually fighting style. If you look at him from last year to now, he has more moves that he does. He does more of the bench press they call punching, the bench press move they call, and he usually uses more of a submission now than he did last year when he used his AA, also known as the attitude adjustment to hit him. Yeah, and that view also was a few years ago.
But actually, it's just like a reverse Widowmaker, if you know what that is, from Barry Windham, back in the original WWF. It's just a fireman's carry with a kind of a throw.
Yeah, that's true. To the next Slammy that we think, that we're predicting. For the Divas, both of us actually have the same opinion on the Bella Twins. Because, yes, they are hot. But another contender that could be with them is probably be Eve Torres.
Or Natalia.
Or Natalia. Even Natalia actually really impressed me fighting, because Natalia actually didn't start fighting till maybe a couple months ago on WWE. I'm not sure if she actually was part of SmackDown or TNA before this. But Eve, she's been a big role, and you've probably seen her come out with R-Truth, and she's more than big name diva in WWE, but me and him personally take the Bella Twins. They got the looks, they got the twin magic. Oh yeah, and one more thing, how about them twins?
How about the twin magic?
How about them? Yeah. On to our third Slammy, our tag teams that the tag teams that we taking on this year. What we think?
I'm thinking either Nexus with the Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. Good fortune these Flash, but that's the only thing, and cheating.
Yes.
But Mark Henry and Yoshitatsu, they were pretty good. A mixed tag team with David and Goliath.
Yeah.
But also, the third one that's not on the list, that scared me that he's reading off of, is shit. I forgot. Oh, Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov, but that's not the one I was talking about, even though they're tag team champions. But the one I'm thinking of is Jimmy and Jay Uso.
Yes, that's their names.
I never knew this until a while ago, but they are the kids of Rikishi, or Fatu from the original WWF. Yeah. They are the kids of Rikishi. I didn't know that. And then their manager, or whatever, is the daughter. Super Flash Misuka.
Alright, and for my tag team, I'd say the Hart Dynasty. They impressed me pretty much when they came together. When they first came out, I don't know the name of their finishing move, but the finishing move that they did use.
I don't know that finishing move.
Oh, well, they did. It was usually Tyson Kidd would, or David Hart Smith would pick the guy up by his leg and hold him like you would for a single leg slam. And Tyson Kidd would actually jump from the apron, where they're already tagged in, would jump from the apron off the top rope as like a high flyer would do, and take the opponent and slam. It'd be kind of like a slam to the ground, and take and pin them. And they're big, 1, 2, 3, and they're big actually win this year to get the tag team championships, the unified tag team championships.
They had it at first, but then they lost it to Nexus.
They won it from the Uso Twins first, though. They won it from the Uso Twins, and then they lost it to Showmiz.
They come up with this really good name.
Yeah, I know, Showmiz.
And then Chair Show. That was not bad, but...
Yeah,
I want to see Big Show in the movie, but Knucklehead.
Yeah, me too. And because Mid-Show took it from them, and then Dynasty actually took it back, and then all of a sudden now they lost it to... They actually lost it to David Otunga and John Cena back at, what was it again?
No.
Survivor Series, there you go.
And then they lost it to...
They lost it to
Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater.
Yeah, because Wade Barrett ordered Otunga to lay in the ring and get pinned, or was it Cena?
No, it was Cena directly.
Yeah, it was Cena, and then Otunga actually took it.
And then they lost it to Santino Marella and Glenn Republic, which I'm glad.
Yes, me too. Alrighty, two more Slammies to go. Your most shocking moment of the year, Slammy.
I wouldn't know. It wasn't going to be Cena because we all knew he was coming back.
Yes.
But it's really a tough decision. I don't remember what I wrote down. Oh, right. Shawn Michaels leaving. It was either going to be Undertaker or Shawn Michaels, but I'm guessing Undertaker's going to wait until he gets to 20.
It was actually more of a streak for his career.
Yeah.
It was if his streak, Shawn Michaels just wanted to break his streak. It wouldn't have done anything to Undertaker. Shawn Michaels just would have stayed.
Then he wouldn't have matches at WrestleMania. But what I'm saying is that Shawn would have stayed, but his career ending was kind of sad because he was one of the greatest wrestlers. He wrestled since he was like 17. But Undertaker, I think his career's gonna end because he wrestled back in 1991. That's when he debuted as Undertaker in Survivor Series, which actually, I'm not sure if you know this, but his real name was actually Mark Calloway.
Really?
Yeah. And he just good with him, but I'm guessing that they're probably gonna end his streak at
20. I think.
Yeah, the streak is to 20. Is he at 18, 19 right now?
He's at 18 and 0. 18 and 0.
So yeah, 27.
He's going for that. Oh, go ahead.
May 28. That was my.
Oh,
sorry.
He's going for he's going for his 20 years, just like Brett Favre is for the Minnesota Vikings. That's getting absolutely brutalized out there this year. And by the way, go Vikings tonight against the Giants to help those Packers out. I don't care what comments you put about the Packers. They'll whoop any of those teams' asses out there, especially the Patriots next week, by the way.
Punch him in the face.
There you go. For my most shocking, I'd have to say the Miz show earlier this year. The Miz show with the Miz, of course, and the Big Show. Just put them together. Miz show, easy. The way they broke up, because they lost the titles to the Hart Dynasty earlier this year, and then all of a sudden they show up on Monday Night Raw just beating the shit out of each other. Let's just say that. Big Show got the last laugh though because Miz couldn't do his skull-crushing finale, so Big Show just picked him up and chokes him to the ground. End of story. Big Show wins.
Which I found this out on YouTube. If you type in how to wrestle one word, it teaches you like any move. I send in some messages or whatever. But I found out the skull-crushing finale, which is actually very easy to see and figure out. When he does it, it's like a full melting, but he doesn't like lock in his hands. It just like goes on top or just goes like this. So like when he goes down, he puts his legs in front of him. When he goes down, they put their hands on top so they protect themselves so they actually don't hit their head on the ground.
That is, yo. And for the last, to wrap up the show, for our last Slammy, your favorite finisher, Slammy, that you think...
I'm not sure about the slamming word, but I'm going to say it anyways. What's yours?
Mine is actually the 450 splash by Justin Gabriel. You don't really see a lot of guys actually do the 450 splash.
In WWE?
Yes, in the WWE.
There's more high flyers in TNA and CZW, ROH, all those, and backyard wrestlers.
Yes, that is true.
And the 450 splash, I've seen someone do an imploding 450 splash where they're facing the outside. They do the 450, normal 450, but then they have their back on their guy's gut.
Yeah. But Gabriel has really made a name for himself. He's really made a name for himself off that move, well, usually doing it on Cena or his opponents to finish them off.
Yeah, Justin Gabriel, when he does that, I've noticed that a lot of people, when they do the 450 splash, they usually go like this so they can like get more of a torque or whatever,
yes,
so they can actually go forward. But what he does, he just stands up there, waits a little bit so he can catch his breath, and then he goes like down, and then he goes like this and then out.
Yeah.
Like tucks in. And my finisher slamming, if there's one, would be airborne. Even though it's shooting star press, what they usually should call it, they just do it for legal purposes. Evan Bourne. The original Billy Kidman, he like perfected it very good.
Yeah.
There's other people that perfected it now. There's a corkscrew airborne. Corkscrew shooting star press when they do like a spin and a backflip or front flip or something. It's really good. I've seen a guy do a shooting star press into a hurricanrana. Where it's like a dragon ride where they do the front flip and then like they land on him like that.
Yeah.
Use backflip. But he did it where he did a did the shooter star press, landed like in the Hurricane Rana, and like actually perfected it. That's for backyard wrestling company for you. That they've gotten better than the actual companies sometimes.
From here at CJ's house, it's Derek Meyer and CJ signing off from
Why
You have questions and we don't have answers.
YGQWDHA.
From now on, keep it clean.
You know the garbage is right there. Who cares?